Miyazaki Airport. The observation camera is shaking widely. The earthquake registered an intensity of lower 6 on the Japanese scale in Michinan City, Miyazaki Prefecture. The following areas registered upper 5, the cities of Miyazaki, Myakono-jo, Kushima in Miyazaki Prefecture, Osaki Town in Kagoshima Prefecture. These areas recorded intensity of lower 5, Kobayashi City in Miyazaki Prefecture, and the cities of Kagoshima, Kanoya, Harumizu, So, and Kirishima in Kagoshima Prefecture.
Tremors between 1 to 4 were reported in parts of Kyushu, Shikoku, Chugoku, Kansai, and Tokai regions.
The meteorological agency says that the focus was 30 kilometers deep and the magnitude is estimated at 7.1.
Tsunami advisories have been issued for coastal areas of Miyazaki, Kochi, Oita, Kagoshima, and Ehime prefectures. Tsunami are expected to be up to 1 meter high. Among these areas, Miyazaki Port in Miyazaki City observed a tsunami of 50 centimeters at 5:14 p.m. Aburatsu in Michinan City, Miyazaki Prefecture observed tsunami of 40 centimeters at 5:23 p.m. Areas in Kagoshima and Kochi prefectures also observed tsunami. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued an extraordinary bulletin about the predicted Nankai trough quake at 5 p.m. Officials have started looking into any correlation between today's tremor and a possible megaquake along the Nankai trough. The agency issues the bulletin when officials believe the possibility of a megaquake occurring is relatively higher than usual. The agency releases information with keywords such as megaquake warning or megaquake advisory, so it will be easier for people to respond.
Concerning the earthquake that occurred at 4:43, the meteorological agency has called for a assessment meeting because they wanted to survey whether or not this is related to the possible Nankai trough megaquake.
The agency convened a panel to assess the tremor and any relationship with a possible quake along the Nankai trough. The members are expected to analyze observations in detail and consider whether there is any connection to the predicted megaquake. Here's what officials had to say about today's tremor.
The meteorological agency says concerning this earthquake that a tsunami advisory has been issued in Ehime Prefecture along the Uwa area, in Kochi, Oita, in Bungo Suido, Miyazaki Prefecture, and Kagoshima East and Tanegashima Yakushima area. The tsunami advisory has been issued, and observations are being made, and the agency is calling out people to stay away from the shore. This is as of 5:45 this afternoon. The meteorological agency is calling out to people to stay away from the shore as a tsunami advisory is out. He says that there is possibility that buildings may collapse and landslides may occur if heavy rain falls. So please stay away from dangerous areas. And for the next 2 days and up to a week, another intensity 6 earthquake is possible. He says that there is a survey being carried out concerning the relationship between the Nankai trough megaquake. And so far, the official says that people should make sure that they can be in the safest possible place.
So we are starting to get footage of the damage and from each of these regions. This is Miyazaki, which registered a seismic intensity of 5 upper, and this is a car, and it was shot from a car that was at a traffic light stopping, and you can see that the traffic light is shaking quite rapidly. This man in Miyazaki says that he couldn't stand still. For 10 seconds, a very strong jolt continued. This man says it started to shake sideways and the files started dropping off the desk. So he is away from his family, so he is worried. And Miyazaki Prefecture, Myakonojo City, this was also shot from a car that's been parked. You can see that in this restaurant, the lights are swaying and the employees are looking around. And this is Kagoshima Prefecture, where they had a seismic intensity of 5 lower. This person says that the shelf is shaking and it is shaking sideways. The microwave as well as a rice cooker is shaking on this shelf. This is JR Miyazaki Station's periphery. This is a commercial facility, a store. You can see that the products have been falling out of shelves, and you could even see the drawers falling out.
This is Miyazaki Airport. Water is dripping from the ceiling of an airport counter. The man who took the footage said the counter closed and people are waiting in the lobby. This is the city of Miyazaki, where a tsunami warning has been issued. The footage shows many local people gathering at an observatory on an elevated area. The man who took the footage said this is a designated evacuation site. About 300 people have evacuated here by car or on foot. Evacuees at a park in the city have this to say. This man says nothing fell in his house, but he was just surprised. He says he felt very scared. This man says traffic lights were shaking badly and he felt he was in danger. He says he'll stay here for a while.
Regarding this earthquake, the areas that was hit by 5 higher, we go to Miyazaki Prefecture, Miyazaki NHK Station. I am in front of the Miyazaki Station. This is in the central part of Miyazaki City. It is getting quite dark and all the lights are on, the cars that are passing by. One bus headed this way, but it almost seems as an ordinary evening. But when I ask and speak with the people, many said that they were very scared and it was a very large quake. When the earthquake occurred, I was in the second floor of this building. I thought at first it was a very small jolt, but it became larger. And as we heard from the person who was being interviewed, we felt that it was almost threatening. And after the jolt was subsided, I went around to speak with people. I saw that half of the bicycles parked were collapsing and the lights were on. The traffic lights were on, but a mother with a small child was on the streets looking worried. And many high school students, they're on a summer break, but as you just saw this person pass by, they stopped their bicycle and they all said that they were scared of the very strong jolt. People felt quite threatened, physically threatened with this quake, and time has passed, but as I mentioned earlier, it almost seems as an ordinary day in Miyazaki City. However, again, people we spoke to, they said it was scary and they're worried about what might come afterwards. And so superficially, it looks like an ordinary night, but I know people are living in anxiety as night falls. Okano-san, the traffic lights are on, but what are the situation of the lifelines? So electricity, water, and gas, are there any information you have? I am in Miyazaki City central part, and we are here, there's no lifeline disruptions, including cell phone services. But if when we look at the information we are gathering, we know that there are damage in every parts of this prefecture, but within Miyazaki City, within this district, we're not really seeing any major damage. You can see that lifelines and transportation, like the bus here, is running as business as usual. Please continue to be on the alert. There could be another strong jolt. That was Miyazaki NHK Station.